Hi, this is Justin with That Dad Crypto, and this is the channel where everything in crypto and pretty much anything else is figure outable. So the first thing I want to talk to you guys about, just to get this channel kicked off, is where to start. Because for most people, the hardest part is where to start. It can be very overwhelming. So the first thing we need to do is learn about Bitcoin. Once you've learned, and you're never going to be done learning about Bitcoin. Whether you decide to try to learn about it or not, Bitcoin's always going to be a part of your life in some capacity, whether it be the thing that you avoid, the thing you embrace, or somewhere in between. But regardless, you're never going to be done learning about it. So please don't wait until you fully understand Bitcoin before you jump in. The second, once you've learned something about Bitcoin, is how to buy Bitcoin. And that's going to be my next video, is talking more about buying Bitcoin. And then after that is how to store it. I mean, you can just, if you want, you can just go on Robinhood and just click the buy button and have it be there. But if you've been in crypto for any amount of time or been paying attention for any amount of time, pretty much all of the actual scary things that have happened that have involved people losing money have been due to people and not crypto. It's been due to greedy people or people who have made tragic mistakes that have caused people to lose money. And it has all had to do with money that has been entrusted in them, just as we entrust our banks with our money. And those people, just like the banking system right now, have mishandled things, and people lost or are in the process of losing or trying to get back legally their crypto. Nothing really scary has happened with crypto that hasn't been human related. The algorithm has never been hacked. It is as secure as anything. Anything that has ever been used to scare you away has been something that a person or people have done. So I don't recommend just doing Robinhood. I recommend learning something, learning how to be safe. Security is just as important as anything else when it comes to crypto. So the first thing I wanted to show you guys is a tool that you may or may not have heard of. It came out a few months ago, Chat GPT. It's been all over the internet. If it happens to be on your timeline of whatever social media outlets you are involved with. So you may know a lot, you may know a little, you may have never heard of it at all, but it's blowing up. It is artificial intelligence, which is, it can be scary, but it's happening. So why not embrace it to a degree where you at least can use it as a tool or have some understanding of it so that it's just a little less scary, a little less overwhelming. As with anything, if you learn a little bit about something, it becomes less scary. Or not, I guess. Maybe with AI, I guess we'll see about that. But ChatGPT as a tool right now, I find awesome. It is, let me take you here. It is chat, and I'll put this in the description, but it's chat.openai.com. And when I say I'll put it in the description, I mean a link. Not one that I'll be paid for, or there's no affiliate link or anything like that, but it's just a link to give you another layer of safety. In crypto, there are so many scams. Again, people, not crypto scams, where a link that looks totally legit might be sent to your email, might be on your just all over. Security, if it's not something you're specifically looking for or know that it's safe, like, do not click on it. There are all kind of hacks by people, and again, I'm trying to educate you in a way that makes you want to go out and get some Bitcoin eventually, but also safety is important. If you do it safe, it's really not dangerous. And so yeah, so the link will be in the description. You can feel free to click on it, and And there you go. And I guess I almost wanted to say you can at least hold me accountable, but as with every cryptocurrency video you watch, there are disclaimers. I'll put it also in the description because I'm going to butcher it here and I don't want to spend too much time on it. But this is just entertainment. This is not financial or investment advice. I am not a financial investment advisor. Um, just make sure and do your own due diligence on everything. So with ChatGPT, it's a tool. You can pretty much ask it anything. It's a free tool. I am on the paid subscription right now, which is $20 a month. It's the ChatGPT 4, but there's a ChatGPT, I believe, 3.5 that is free for anyone, which I used for a while, but it became frustrating because it's blowing up so much and they haven't scaled it in a way where it's free, but at times when there's so many people on it, you might not have access to it. So that's the big difference. There are small differences just in terms of speed. The free one's actually faster. The the paid one is slower, but apparently a little more accurate. I haven't seen really a difference other than accessibility so far. So you can ask it anything. I'm going to show you what I asked it because, again, I'm a dad and my daughter is absolutely in love with basketball. She's on a club team. They had their first traveling away tournament to Santa Barbara this last weekend. They played great. They took second place. It just got me thinking in basketball, height is important and wondering if there's anything I can do to help my daughter achieve her maximum height. And ChatGPT is really one. I really don't use Google. Well, I haven't used Google. As you get into crypto, there's a website called DuckDuckGo, which is basically Google without the tracking, without the data collection, without it's private. You don't have big corporations knowing all the things you're interested in, so they could target you with ads. So yeah, DuckDuckGo, highly recommend it. So I asked ChatGPT. I said hello. I said hello. I'm not going to read this all verbatim, but I'm wondering what determines the maximum height of an individual. Maximum height is determined by complex genetics and environmental factors. Genetics, hormones, nutrition, health, sleep, physical activity. How can a parent best ensure their child? So it's really conversational, and that's what they say. The more conversational, it's really an art to this Chat GPT. If you just come in guns blazing, you'll get the information, but you won't get as much and as easily digestible of a way. And I'm not saying I'm the best at it at all. My wife is much better at getting what at getting the information out in a way that she's better at it than me. It's a skill that I am currently developing. To help a child achieve their maximum potential, again, nutrition, physical activity, sleep, regular medical checkups, emotional well being, smoking, alcohol. In terms of nutrition, because nutrition is where I am most interested, because I feel like we got the other boxes checked for the most part. Proper nutrition, protein. Protein is a big thing with my daughter because she does not eat meat. The rest of us do. She does not. So that's something that we're always constantly talking with her about. So protein is essential for high quality sources. Calcium, vitamin D, phosphorus, magnesium, zinc, vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin K. So I'm going to show her this and see where she wants to take it. But so, and I said thank you. And then at the end, I don't always do this, but if it's something I want to print up or something I really want to see more easily, certainly. So what I did was I said, actually, it said, you're welcome. Do you have any further assistance? I said, actually, can you please take our conversation and summarize it using bullet points? And so it did that. If I wanted to, say I had somebody that didn't speak English, I could say, could you summarize it in Spanish? Could you summarize it in Russian? Could you summarize it in any language? And it would do it. So that is the tool. I would recommend using it to ask, what is cryptocurrency? What is Bitcoin? What is blockchain? What is the halvening? So the halvening, you may or may not know what that is. Look it up. Ask chat. There are many terms in cryptocurrency. If you ever need to find out what they mean, ask chat. The thing about chat is, we call it, me and my wife, we don't like saying chat GPT over and over again. We just call it affectionately chat. But the thing about chat is that its information is all pre-November 2021. So anything that's happened after that is not going to be helpful. So crypto is ever changing. And so I would just stick to the things that wouldn't be changing to just get the basics, the nuts and bolts of cryptocurrency. And that's where I would start with it. And the thing about crypto is it requires being self-taught. There's a level of self-teaching that needs to take place, or that I think needs to take place, and to whatever level that you want to take it. Not everybody has to fully understand all the ins and outs of everything cryptocurrency or everything Bitcoin for that matter, but just take it where you want to take it and then be done with it. If you just want to invest in Bitcoin, that's enough. Just invest in Bitcoin, but understand what it is, understand why you hold it, understand how to hold it, how to move it if you ever need to. You don't need to get into NFTs and decentralized finance or any of that. I highly recommend it if you're interested. Or I mean, I dabble in all those things. So eventually with this channel, I'll probably do some how-to videos or some other type of videos on those various topics. But at first, the thing that for me is most important is I've been I don't have a tech background, right? So I was a stay-at-home, or no, skipping steps. I was a marriage and family therapist, and I had a private practice, and we moved away from where we were and to a place we had never been. And so at that point in time, we decided that my wife would continue working and I'd stay home with the kids. And thank goodness I did, because during that time I mean, not discovered, but I had a friend who talked to me about Bitcoin, and I had the time to look into it. And so towards the end of 2017, I've been daily, not 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 really a day has passed where I haven't had some involvement in cryptocurrency since 2017. And what that's done for me, and not to brag, but just to say, like, I've made at least 1,000 mistakes, whether that be when to buy, when to sell, when to trade, it's all timing, right? I've just made so many mistakes, so much learning with just no tech skills to start. I have had to teach myself everything. I've had so many problems that I've had to figure out, and I have figured out everything. I have not gotten to a point with anything that I haven't figured out. And that's just how crypto is, man. The communities, if you get into that, everybody wants to help. That I had lost my train of thought. So what I really have had a hard time with, despite the fact that now neither one of us work because of crypto, like it has helped me retire my wife, and now I am my first day in a office that I have decided to rent as a creative space for my wife and myself to kind of take turns when we need a break from the kids, and just to have some time where we can really focus and zone out. We we're not super rich by any means, but we both don't work, and we're fine. Like, That's what crypto has done. Like it's given us time freedom. And everybody that knows me knows that. Everybody that I love knows that. And even with that information, the news outlets have still scared them away. I have a couple friends that I've talked to enough to where they dabble in crypto, but I maybe I'm just not a salesman, but I haven't been able to get my dad, my sister, nobody to buy crypto. So now this is me, a guy that just loves crypto, believes in crypto, thinks crypto, some of them are not going to make it, but Bitcoin and some of the other ones that I'm really into, like I really have some conviction, and I want people to know. It's like, okay, so the 15 closest people to me aren't in it, but like how even if just one other person out here on YouTube comes across my channel and it helps them even just get a little bit of Bitcoin. Like you don't have to buy a whole Bitcoin. That's the other thing. My brother-in-law, I was talking to him. He does uh, day trading on the stock market every day for years, and he knows a lot about cryptocurrency. Like when we talk, he has some real well educated. Like I can tell that he has spent some time studying cryptocurrency. But I just found out the other day that he didn't realize that he didn't have to buy a whole Bitcoin. He was like, yeah, well, it's $25,000 now, and I'm not really trying to put $25,000. I'm like, you could put $10. Like it breaks down, just like the dollar breaks down into pennies. Bitcoin breaks down into satoshis, uh, and so just get started. Like and even if just get started just enough to where you can at least make a decision that goes somewhere beyond fear, because all of these places that are scaring you and people into thinking crypto is volatile, is dangerous, it's for criminals, they're all buying. There are news articles there. This is for future videos, but they're all buying. If you were evil doer who wanted to have power, right? Because that's what they want is power, right? It's not money, it's power. What would you do? You would scare people. If there was a tool for financial freedom, power freedom, or a tool for freedom for people, you would scare them from using it and then buy it up. And that's what they're doing. Like they're all doing it. And everybody's so worried about cryptocurrency, but look at the banks. The banks are going down. The banking contagion is not over. There's still a lot to be determined with banks, with real estate, with the auto loan bubble. There's a lot of bubbles getting ready to pop. And when these bubbles pop, Bitcoin might take a hit initially, but just look at what happened with the banks a few weeks ago. Like Bitcoin, that's what got it taken off. When things struggle, people go to hard money, and Bitcoin is just getting a better and better reputation. So okay, so I'm rambling now, and I'm getting into future videos and future talks. All I want is to help somebody when everything falls and we're in the future. I don't want people to be like, man, why didn't you say something? I've been shouting it from the rooftops for years, and now this is me trying to extend my reach to anybody. Even if I help one person, that's job done. I don't need to be a big crypto YouTuber. I don't. That's not what I need. This is me just trying to help with something that I think is very important.